5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll track A.
You don't pull out a gun.
Open out to Max 2 next. Open out to Max 2.
A teenager shot by an Osceola police
Joey
officer.
shot looks good.
The family's outrage over the shooting
ready
and what
to
police say
go.
the victim was doing before the gun went off.
In the last year,
Stand by, open out to Max 2.
Exposed homes, businesses, and even daycare, where drinking water was delivered by lead pipes.
Today, we reveal how much progress MLGW has made to fix the problem. And we ask if there was enough oversight to make sure that everyone is protected. Fox 13 News at 5 starts now.
And roll the open.
Local
Max 2 up, stand by the
mic.
mics.
Count on. This is Fox 13 News at 5.
Mike them, they're up.
It's been a
Stand by
warm
your
day
push.
for
I'll
the
cue
most
you.
part, but changes are already on the way. A cool down moving through Memphis and the Mid-South right now.
And go.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Daryl Green.
Hi there,
Fox
I'm
is
Burl
Joey
Purvis.
next.
Fox 13's chief meteorologist Joey
Fox is up.
has been tracking this for several days. He joins us now in Severe Weather Center with an update on your first look at weather. Hey, Joey.
Mike
Hey there,
Joey,
guys.
he's up. All
Everything
right,
is
moving to the wall.
changing
Camera 1
right
next.
now, and these showers right on track, just like we told you last night on Fox 13 News at 5, 6, 9, and 10. Right across downtown
810's on
Memphis,
cam now.
5 and 6 p.m.
Copy that.
And trying to make
Stand by camera 1. They got to move now, guys. They got to move now.
Heading towards Mellington, you've got one of the more decent spots of rain. I almost called it sprinkles. These are not overwhelming, but they are light little showers.
We'll go to
near
camera
Old
1 next, then we'll take
Brownsville
a
Road, just
mug
off
to
the
2
west
box.
of Brunswick. And then as we get further
Merle
off
coming?
to the east, now we're near Fisherville to Oakland, right south of
They
64.
need to go. They need to go,
All you
guys.
folks headed home or sitting at home waiting on someone, you've got some slightly slick roadways out there, a little bit of water falling. Here's the good news. This is happening
JT, get
right
your
on
final
track,
position for
on
me real
schedule,
quick.
and is
Yeah,
not
that's your final
expected to
spot. I gotta
last
set up my
very
box.
long. It is trying to exit.
All right, you're good. You can set
but
up
it's
now.
got
Thank
a
you.
little bit more business to attend to before it's gone. And here's what
I'm
else
sorry,
we have
Jasper.
to deal with. You have the AC on
Yeah.
today. You're going to need the heater on tonight. Temperature's about to
No,
drop
straight to it.
into the upper 30s. The wind chill will be
Will do.
even colder. So now's the time to start warming up as you go into these colder numbers. Tomorrow when we wake up, you might not believe how cold it's
Stand
about
by.
to get. I'll explain
Start
that
your
and,
move.
of course, talk about these showers and your entire weekend coming up.
Go.
All
Mike
right,
them.
thank you, Joey.
They're up.
The Osceola police officer
Fox
who
is
shot
next.
a
Fox is the gym
16-year-old
next.
is now on paid administrative leave.
16-year-old Ryan Matlock was shot while police investigated a robbery at a gas station.
Yep.
The family identified the teen today. He was released from the hospital this morning.
Hold.
We're told he's
They're up.
okay. The Arkansas State Police says that Matlock
Fox
was
is
one
the
of
gym
3
next.
suspected robbers.
He's in the
But the
University
teen's family
District,
tells
correct?
Fox 13 the officer did not need to
Roll
use
B.
a gun. Fox 13's Kristen Lee traveled to Osceola. She
Stand by
spoke
package
with them
and
today.
C. Roll track C.
The family and people in this community tell me there's been tension with the Osceola
Thank you. DG on
Police
2 next.
Department for quite some time.
You guys are clear to move him back. Thank you.
What are you doing to my brother?
Paris Matlock told Fox 13 police didn't have a reason to shoot her brother.
Alrighty, so we
Zarian
need this
Matlock.
package.
My 16-year-old brother, all he
Animations
knows is to
here.
put his hands up. He said his hands was up and she was
We do
yelling,
DG
but
on
he was
2,
scared.
straight reader.
talked to several
Then we'll
people
sting to
in the
Merle on
community
1.
today.
I honestly feel
Merle
like
tosses
Osceola
to
Police
Jim.
Department is not doing their job.
They said tension in Osceola is beginning to boil over.
They patrol the side of town 24 hours, but you never see them out that way. It's just the blacks. And I hate to say it, but it's just the way they do the blacks around here.
The 16-year-old was shot at a gas station near I-55 at about 1 o'clock Friday morning. Police were called here to investigate a
To make
robbery.
sure I know you're all getting
According
ready
to
and everything.
police, Zarian was a suspect, and police were trying to arrest him. According to state police, the officer shot the suspect
30 seconds.
while trying to get him out of a car that wasn't his. When I went to the police department on Friday, the chief wouldn't say whether the officer was right to use force.
He didn't fight.
25.
He was scared and
There
he
you go.
ran. And
DG on 2 next for a
I'm
reader,
scared.
then we'll
I
sting
think
to
I'm
Merle
about
on
lose
1
a
to mug
brother.
VOA.
But to God be the glory, everything is okay.
While tension in the community festers,
15.
Zarian's family is relieved he wasn't killed. Police are not identifying the officer involved in
windy.
the shooting, but we're told that officer is on paid
Stand by DG on 2.
administrative leave. Reporting in Osceola, Arkansas, Kristen Lee, Fox 13 News.
Mike DG.
Now,
He's
police
up.
have not
Sting to Merle on
clarified
1
whether
next to a mug
Matlock or
VOA.
the 2 other teens suspected of robbing the gas station will be charged.
Stand by
The
1.
shooting and the reported robbery are still under investigation tonight.
Mike Merle, she's up.
New
Mug
at 5,
next.
there has been an arrest in connection with the shooting outside a community center.
Mugs up, VOA
18-year-old
next.
Lorenzo Jones is charged with
Roll
murder.
A.
Police say that he shot Justin Davis near the basketball
DG2
court
next to Mug.
at Raleigh Community Center. Our cameras were on the scene shortly after that shooting happened last July. Police have not released the motive.
Mike DG,
Also
he's
new
up.
at 5,
Mug
a
next.
Memphis man is convicted of shooting someone 9 times, all over a PlayStation.
Yes.
A
Mug's
jury
up.
convicted DeVell Johnson of attempted voluntary
Merle
manslaughter
wanted
this
Jim
week.
next.
That shooting
Hell of a
happened back in
package in B.
2014 at the Camelot Manor Apartments. Johnson went to meet another man, supposedly to buy the PlayStation
Stand by
4.
Merle on one. Can you guys
But
zoom
they
out
got
to
into
down
an
on Merle a
argument
little?
over
Actually,
the
hold it.
sale
It's good, it's
price.
good.
Johnson shot the victim, who survived, again, 9 times.
Mike Merle. She's up.
One of the
Boxes Jim
country's
next.
highest courts is giving a second chance to a Memphis man on death row, and here is why. A hidden payment made to the star witness in his case was never disclosed. Fox 13's chief investigative
up.
reporter Jim Spiewak talked with the man's defense attorney just minutes after the court's decision. Jim, everything centers around that secret payment.
Mike Jim. He's up. Package B
It
next.
absolutely does. This is a saga that started back in the 1990s when Andrew Thomas shot an armored truck
That's a
driver
tap out a
outside of a
little. Hulu
Walgreens.
shit.
Fast
Thank you.
forward to today,
In my package
and the
B.
appeals court ruled in his favor, which means he now has a fighting chance, at least in state court, for a retrial.
Roll track B.
The Sixth Circuit Court
He's
of
clear.
Appeals issued an opinion Friday overturning
All
the
right,
state's
one can set up
murder
for an
conviction
OTS.
of
We will
Andrew
do boxes
Thomas
back with
for
Merle.
killing
Actually,
an
I like keep it
armored
centered for
truck
now.
driver
We'll do
during a
the we'll get
robbery
that
in the
framing
1990s.
after we come back. We'll do boxes back with Merle.
Decided that there was a legal
Before,
error
so we'll do boxes back with
in the
Merle
state
after Jim's
court
tag, then DG
that,
on 2 to a full
case
screen, then
that
we'll do Merle
required
with
a new
OTS.
trial.
That error was
Thank you,
argued
thank you.
in early November by Thomas's attorney Robert Hutton, when in a rare move, the Sixth Circuit came to
A19
Memphis
is
in the
an-
hearing. Hutton claimed a secret payment
A19
was
is an
made to a
on-cam,
star
DG
witness
on
by
2.
a federal joint task
Copy
force
that.
and was not disclosed to the defense.
So once again, A19
Then
is on cam.
prosecutor Amy Wyrick prosecuted the case.
Minute.
Was it
Sorry,
material?
45.
That was the
45.
real issue. Is this is the payment material? Means is there a reasonable probability it would have made a difference? Had the jury known about that, with it being a key witness, would it have made a difference?
30.
The state decision was not the only one for Thomas on Friday. Prior to the state trial, Thomas was convicted for shooting the truck guard and given a life sentence. The guard died after the federal case, which is why Thomas was tried for capital murder. The court
15.
affirmed the federal
Stand by
case,
Jim and his
which means
mic.
for now,
The box is back with
Thomas still
Merle.
serves the life
Then go to
sentence
Jim.
he was given.
Legally, what that means is it's
10.
a win, but as you know, in the law, there's also Mr. Thomas can appeal the federal decision to the Court of Appeals.
Or any
Stand by 5
combination of
seconds.
a number of other appeal options.
Mike Jim. He's up.
Now,
Boxes
I reached
back with
out
Merle,
to
then we'll go to
DA
DG
Amy
on
Wyrick.
2.
She was the prosecutor on this case at the time back in the 90s. I reached out to her for comment.
by boxes back with
She did
Merle.
not return my calls. I'm reporting
one.
live in the University District tonight. Jim Spiewak, Fox 13 News.
All right, thank you, Jim.
Mike DG.
A man
He's
is
up.
wanted in Memphis tonight for auto burglary, theft, forgery, and fraudulent use of a credit card.
Full
Police
screen's
tell us
up.
that this man broke into a car
One with an
in
OTS
the parking
next.
lot of the
Thank you,
Memphis
one.
Zoo on Monday.
You're good
and
there.
stole
Stand
a
by one with
purse.
an OTS.
Now, police also
It's a
say
reader.
he used that credit card that was in the purse at a Memphis business. Now, this is surveillance of that suspect at that
pen
business.
write someone?
If you recognize him, call
Yeah,
police.
you're good. Miker. She's
A
up.
substitute teacher is banned from working in the DeSoto
DG on
County
2 next
School
center.
District. According to DCS spokeswoman, the teacher made an inappropriate remark while at a middle school. A substitute who was hired
by
through
DG on 2
Kelly
centered, and
Services
we'll do a VOC.
was removed from the school campus and banned from returning.
Mike DG.
Close
He's up.
calls
VOC
between
next.
drones
One's
and
clear.
airplanes happen more often than you think.
We'll see.
According to new FAA data, it happened
Full screen next.
1,200 times in just 6 months. Compare that to the more than 800 times during the same time period in 2015.
And full
We
screen's
dug
up.
through that brand new FAA data and we found 3 incidents
DG2
in the
next.
Memphis area.
DG2,
All
then
three
one with
at
an
Memphis
OTS.
International Airport reported
Stand
by
by DG2
FedEx
to one with an
pilots.
OTS.
One in May of last year, another in July, the last in August. Pilots were not, in any of these cases, forced to take any evasive action to avoid a collision. Now keep in mind, it is illegal to fly a drone within 5 miles of an airport that has a tower. Of course, we here at Fox 13 use Drone
Merle with
13
an
to
OTS
cover
next.
the news, but we always operate our drones within
Stand by
FAA
Merle with an
regulations,
OTS.
and all of our pilots are licensed by the FAA.
Mike Merle. She's up.
Analysts at Homeland Security say
VOA next.
there is insufficient evidence that people from 7 Muslim countries outlined in the president's travel ban pose a terror threat.
Roll A.
That new report leaked to the Associated
VOB
Press
next.
today
Wipe to it.
says the intelligence officials say citizenship is an unlikely indicator of terrorism. President Trump has used terrorism as a primary justification to
Wipe
issue
VOB
an
next.
executive order banning immigration from those 7 countries.
Roll B.
And Memphis tonight is feeling the effects of a recently passed
DG on 2
California
next to
travel
VOC.
ban. The travel ban is against state-funded travel to states with laws viewed as discriminatory against the LGBT.
And my DG on too, to be
Tennessee is on the list because of a new law that allows therapists to refuse treatment to patients they feel go against their own beliefs. 6 students and 2 teachers from UC Davis who were supposed to come to a conference here in Memphis in April will no longer attend because of loss of funding.
As
Mike
of this
DG.
morning, the NAACP is now urging people to stay away from the state of
VOC
South
next.
Carolina,
We'll
North
see.
Carolina, I should say. The civil rights organization
Web
calling
to
this
VOA
a
next. This
national
has changed.
boycott because of North Carolina's law, which limits
Web VOA
LGBT
next to
rights
Stop B.
in what they call unfairly drawn voting districts. Group leaders calling on religious conferences, athletic events, music acts to stay away from the Tar Heel state.
Roll A.
President Trump spent his morning
Stop
at the
B
CPAC
next.
conference in Maryland, blasting the media and praising his supporters for sticking by him. Mr. Trump opened his speech by taking aim at the national press again for what he calls made-up news using made-up sources. But maybe the most interesting remarks were about his run to the White House. He says it was the reaction he got after a
Stand by Stop B.
2011 speech at this very convention that gave him an idea.
Roll track B.
Then they did these polls where I went through the roof and I wasn't even running.
Web to VOC
right?
after the continue VO next. Thank
But
you
it
for
gave
holding
me an
before the
idea.
end of the side. I appreciate it. Mike 'em.
The president also talked
Appreciate
about
it.
his plans and his
And by YBOC
policies,
next.
including a call for
And
an
Merle's mic.
Obamacare replacement, a border wall with Mexico, and more military
Mike Merle.
investments.
Roll C.
Contracts for President Trump's proposed border
White
wall
VOA
are expected
and
to
B
be
next, then we'll
awarded
do some
sometime in
teasers.
April. U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency say they say that they plan to start awarding those contracts by mid-April. The agency says a request for bids will be published early next month.
Roll A. Mike Darrow.
One of the new proposed
B
execution
next,
options
Merle
in
Reed.
Mississippi is now off the
A27
table. The
floats.
Senate panel has
T's is
removed
next.
the
T's
firing
in
squad as an
C.
option. Earlier this
VOC,
month, you
SOT
might
A,
remember the House
VOB,
voted
SOT
in
C.
favor of
And by
electrocution and the
VOC,
gas
stop here,
chamber as
Mike's
additional
music.
methods. Right now, lethal injection is the state's only method of execution.
Mike's music. Roll C.
Over the
SOT
last
A
year,
next.
Fox 13 has investigated homes, businesses, even daycare centers, where the drinking water was delivered by lead pipes.
Roll track A.
They are going to replace all of
Web
them. It
VOB
just takes
next.
a little time.
Mike 'em.
545. How much progress MLGW has made to fix the problem?
Roll B.
Cell phones with cracked
SOT C
screens.
next.
Getting them fixed can be pretty expensive. Coming up after the break, the cheaper way to repair your screen and what you need in order to do it yourself.
Roll track C.
Several students and
Break
professors
next.
banned
Beautiful
from
A block,
traveling to the
everybody. Beautiful
University
A
of
block.
Memphis. Why California's new ban labels Tennessee and Mississippi as discriminatory states, and who else is on their no-go list.
3, 2, 1, fade.